Hey everyone, it's Andrea, and welcome to Scenes Out of Place. If you don't know, I have a short story book called Scenes Out of Place, where I have multiple stories that feature zombies, dragons, and surviving in space. And there are a couple more ideas that might fit into those worlds, but don't necessarily need a whole new book. So I'm bringing them to you in an audio edition. So sit back and enjoy some of the stories that didn't make it to the final edition, but still need to exist. Episode 2, Underground. This short belongs in the zombie apocalypse short stories of Scenes Out of Place. It is a recording of a young woman who missed the initial days of the zombie outbreak and how she plans to survive the future. I hope you enjoy. I don't know if anyone's going to hear this. I don't even know if this is recording. Will batteries even work? If someone does find this, I wonder, will there be a future? I don't know. There is a lot I don't know anymore. And that question, will there be a future, keeps circling in my mind over and over again. You know, when we watch those movies, those shows about zombies, it was always about survival, the grit of the main character, how many guns they could find, how smart they were. It was the drama. It was never truly day one. It was everything that came after. I didn't even know the world ended. Not right away. See, I had the misfortune, or luck, depending on how you look at it, of being underground when all of it happened. Deep underground. My job is mapping cave systems, and I was in West Virginia doing my job. Or I guess it was my job. I belong down there, underground, honestly. Because, people scare me. Not in a, oh my God, there's a person, run type of way. But more like, I'm afraid of what people can do. What they choose to do. I'm choosing or trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. And I don't know if I want to. I don't know if anyone's ever said that out loud. Most people say this sucks or this isn't how it's supposed to be. This is hard. I don't want to do this. But does anyone admit that they don't want to keep living? But they also don't want to be the one to end it. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's how long I was underground before I surfaced, before I learned what happened. You see, my job, I was hired to explore a new cavern system in West Virginia. This family-owned cavern tour place, they found a vein and they wanted it mapped. They wanted to see how far it went. Could they open it to tourists? Was it safe? Was it worth bringing people down there? So I packed up and I took enough supplies for a 2-week solo stint, and I told them, if you don't hear from me in 2 weeks, send help. Probably should have said 1 week. But cave systems are unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get until you're down there. One time it took me a month to chart a route, just because there were so many different openings, and going down all of them, and maybe I got lost in it. I mean, when you're down there in the caves, it's just you, your headlamp, your grit, and the raw beauty of the earth. Have you seen a cavern as big as a football field, completely untouched by man? Stalactites, stalagmites, whispering echoes and the sounds of your own heartbeat. It's beautiful. It's my type of beauty. Just what the world created. It took me a week to get to the other end, and another week to get back. Normally it doesn't take as long to double back, but I wasn't in a rush. I like being alone. Even my house is miles away from my closest neighbor. And there is a part of it that's underground. People joke that I was a prepper. I wasn't. I just preferred nature, silence, and solitude. Sometimes I think I was born a hermit in a human body. Go ahead, you can laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. I mean, who says that? Anyway, I finally climbed out, and it took a while because as I was nearing the surface, as I was seeing the sunlight, I slowed my pace. I stayed at the entrance for about a day just to let my eyes adjust to the light. It's weird when you're underground for so long. The sun is more harsh than beautiful. But when my eyes no longer hurt looking at the sun, I headed to the office to let them know we were ready for phase 2. And the office was covered in blood. I laugh now just to hide the pain of those words because there was blood everywhere. Like everywhere. My first thought was it was a bear. I mean, it had to be. And because the blood hadn't been cleaned up, that means no one knew about the attack. So I do the right thing, the civic duty to call 911. So I pull up my phone and I finally turn it on. And before I can even call 911, my phone is buzzing with messages and voicemails, voice notes, just everything. I told everyone I would be off the grid. My family knew, my friends knew, they knew my phone would be off for 2 weeks. But I couldn't worry about that at that moment because, again, there was blood on the floor. There was a dead person, maybe. I didn't see a body, but I knew someone needed help. So I called. I called 911 and I got nothing. Nothing. It was just an empty tone. Like there wasn't anyone there. And then it hit me that 911 was down. And correct me if I'm wrong, but 911 works even when you don't have service. So this wasn't supposed to happen. It's not supposed to be down. But it was. So I went back to the messages, to the voicemails, and I listened to my mom's last voicemail. She was saying goodbye. She was bit. And she didn't know how much time she had left. She said she loved me. Said she knew I'd be underground, and when I hear this message, I should go back. Go back underground. That I was right to stay away from people, that I should stay away. So I did. But first I scavenged everything out of that office. The company liked to do tours. And some of those tours were overnight ones, and so they had so much camping gear. And I took it all. I took every MRE, every sleeping bag, every headlight, every solar battery, everything that I could get my hands on. As quickly and quietly as I could, it took 4 trips to get everything back into the cavern. Because my mom wouldn't lie to me. So I knew zombies were real. And they had been real since the day after I went into that cave. I've been there in that cavern for about 3 months, maybe more. It is hard to keep track of time when you're alone. I think it's been 3 months. Sometimes I think about my house and that underground passage I built. If someone did find my house, it stopped, at least. I liked granola. I liked having a lot of my favorite foods on hand. My mom called it overkill because I had a secret entrance. But now I guess it's a fortress. I don't know why I'm recording this. But there's another part of me that does. I guess I'm recording this to say that I live. Even if I don't want to. I feel like I have to, you know? I feel like I owe it to those who didn't make it. To my mom. My mom. And maybe this is an invite. Maybe I'm asking for you to join me because there is more than enough space down here. There's so much space down here. There's water, sunlight at the entrance. I've even started a little solar-powered garden with some of the things I foraged from the forest. With more people, with other survivors, maybe we could make it something more. Maybe we could make a community underground. Maybe that's the future now. No more surface world, just the earth below. I saw one of them, I think about 2 to 3 weeks back, a zombie. My first one. I was changing out the solar batteries near the entrance, and it didn't see me. Thank God. The cave entrance is nearly invisible. It's up a little cliff, and you have to know it's there to find it. It was below me, so it couldn't see me. It was just wandering, half of its face gone. It fell. I saw it fall off a small little edge. It tumbled down, and then it got back up. More of its face was missing, and it kept going mindlessly. I don't think I'll ever leave this cave again. I don't think I can trust the world again. But I'm leaving this recording at the office. If you can figure out where I am, come find me. Maybe I won't be so afraid after all. Hey guys, it's Andrea, and I want to thank you for listening to episode 1 of Scenes Out of Place, Audio Edition. I really hope you enjoy this short story, and I hope you stay around for the next one. I love telling stories, and I cannot wait to bring another one to life. If you want to stay up to date to everything that I'm working on, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. The links to my information are in the show description. I can't wait to see you guys there.